How you guys doing? This is very important. Don't forget, my parents had financial budgets set up for me. You see that satellite man's burning my bottom lip, and they're burning on my teeth again. You see that? Very important. It's attempted murder. My dental records are on record. These people damaging teeth are trying to steal my identity. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everything that they're doing is intentional. These satellite controllers claiming, oh, they thought they were reading people's teeth. I don't have a grill. My teeth are real, man. And you better leave my teeth alone. Maybe somebody will put you in a prison cell and you'll be getting shocked where you have to run around and jump around to avoid getting shocked all the time. These people have been burning on me at all hours of the day and night. These people have been burning on me. They've zapped me in the bed. They've zapped me in the face. They've hit me in the teeth when I've been sleeping. When I'm awake, they've hit me in the teeth on jobs. They've been burning on me and torturing me. All these years, for over 20 years, this has been going on every day that these people have been doing this shit. This is a very serious attempts of murder. And they did this all based on their lies and their accusations and their fraudulent people making up lies. That's why, in reference to Treasury laws, those people have to reveal their sources of their lies. And they have to go into court. And there's got to be gag orders put on their fingers and their hands, and they have to be restricted from any satellite usage or any technology usage. These people that are burning my face and teeth with satellites, they can be banned from all computers. These people can be banned from all satellites. These people can be banned from all types of things that are doing these things. Like, for instance, these people damaging people's faces and teeth when they eat American food or international food. Those people can be banned from those food products. These people can be banned from beef products, chicken products, or any fish products. These people can be banned from all food products in America. And those people can get deported. But some of them will get prison food, I guess. Some of you people, when you go to prison, you can get some prison food, I guess, before you get deported. Or you got to serve time in prison in America, I guess, before they deport you. Or maybe they'll deport you anyways. Whoever the satellite controllers are. You might be a white person, or you might look white, but you might be Middle Eastern German. Or you might be another mix of something. But what you're doing is criminal in America, and you have to get stopped from your satellite activities. Even if they have to launch a missile at you, I guess, satellite man. You are in violation of international law and American law. And you're violating my ambassador status that I have with certain countries. So you can get prosecuted for violating my ambassador status and royal ambassador status, and you can get arrested in America. My mother and father and grandparents did business internationally with Asia and a lot of other countries. England, France, and Italy too, and Europe, and Alaska and other places too. And Mexico, and Canada. And I own my mother and father's property and land, and my grandparents' land and property in every country that my parents and grandparents had land and businesses and companies. So your satellite controllers need to go to court. They're still burning my chin. They're still burning me right there. They're burning the front of the bottom teeth. That makes it look like mush. It fucks up a person's teeth. My teeth are not your race, government man. You're violating my beauty to other countries that like me. You're violating my Asian friendliness and history and Asian American culture and history of things, and European history too. And other countries that are friendly with me. You need to go to court, government man. Oh, and in reference to security laws, in reference to the guidelines of my mother and father, don't forget, my parents had money set up for me where I was supposed to be able to buy a house that the realtor would look up the information and they'd be able to buy me a house from a budget where, like, for instance, me being held hostage in this neighborhood, I need to move to another neighborhood or something because this satellite man has not stopped. I was supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions, but obviously it has taken over 20 years, and I have not received any letters or information from any of my mother or father's property in over 26 years. But my mother probably owned this house too, right? Or it might have been built by my father back in the early days. So my father, I don't know, my father built the Ford plant, didn't he? I don't know. And he built the RCA plant that was over there. Did my father build those plants, those factories? Look up the information, somebody. So you have to look it up and see if that's right or not. But in reference to my mother and father, and of course the IRS and the Treasury knows that in reference to this type of situation of these criminals, and in basic points of their illegal activities of holding me hostage in a lower income neighborhood, they knew these sickos would try to make up drugs. They'd try to make up gay fabrications and all kinds of shit, and they try to call me a criminal. But my mother owned 100 houses in this neighborhood. Somebody has to look up that information too. But the realty companies, I need to move somewhere to a better neighborhood where these people don't spy and burn on people like a bunch of criminals. But the guidelines of my mother and father, I don't know, the realty companies are supposed to have that on record where, in reference to certain neighborhoods, like my mother owned property in New York, which was right down the street from some other property or next to other property, but that's a different neighborhood kind of thing in reference to New York. But in reference to 83rd and 5th, 1009, 83rd and 5th, there's pictures of me on the internet in reference to when I was outside the property there, a few years back. Then I visited 9/11, the site up there in New York. Even spoke to a lady cop up there, said hello. There were some people that tried to murder me in New York too. And I don't know, one of my aunts might have sent $100 million up to New York for me when I had traveled up to New York, but nobody gave me the money. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I don't know if it was one of my aunts, associated aunts or something from Europe, or which aunt it was. But I'm the only child of my mother and father, and I'm the owner of the estates of my parents and grandparents too. But anyways, I don't know if she sent $100 million up there to New York when I was up there, but they never delivered any monies to me. And I stayed at the Motel 6 for a week or something. And I, went around town, rode the train into town, back to New Jersey, had to take a cab, didn't receive nothing. Went to Burger King there in New Jersey, right by the Motel 6. Went to the Burger King in Hillsborough, New Jersey, and went to Pocantico's, went to the Landmark Diner up there, and went to the McDonald's across the street too. Yeah, and well, that was in Pocantico's, because the Landmark is in Pocantico's, New York, and Landmark Diner, and then I went over to McDonald's too. Anyways, lots of things of importance, but I use my debit card too there. So that's on record at that McDonald's and Burger King and restaurants. And I ate into McDonald's in New York City too. Rode the Greyhound up there. Drove a rental car up there and had to deliver it back here to the rental car place. Somebody had tried to say that they bought the rental car for me, but then I guess the car rental place stole the car. I don't know. Because I returned the car, they didn't tell me nothing, and then they drove off in the car or something. I don't know. It was a rental car, but I don't know if Duke Farms bought it for me and then these people stole it in Indianapolis. I'm not sure, but it was a Ford car. I don't know. But anyways, the other, I think it was a Ford one. But the particulars of information in reference to the security guidelines, like the house that I stay in is not supposed to be this close to a street, and it's not supposed to be this close to other houses for some reason, based on security. So in reference to realty companies, I need to move to another house in a different neighborhood that has a different postal delivery person, I guess. I don't know. Because whichever person is stealing the postal mail, obviously it's happening probably at the main post office. But, this is my human rights have been violated, and there's lawsuits against the government. But, I obviously need to move to another part of town until I receive information to move back to my mother and father's mansions. I never moved out of the property. And, these people tried to damage my teeth. They've damaged my teeth, trying to call me crazy, trying to call me dirty, when I have had the #1 dental checkup record out of any person in the whole world. My dentistry record was #1 out of the whole world. And this man kept calling my teeth fake and damaged my teeth. And that man has to get arrested for violating my identity and violating my mother and father and my family history. And this man damaged my teeth because he was trying to say his family had better teeth than me. I don't care what your teeth are. My teeth are my teeth, and you damaged my teeth.